Welcome to the Juice Radio Talk Show. 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 Reality TV, church reviews. Let's talk happy love and marriage lifestyle. Come and talk with us. Come and share with us. Come and laugh with us. Come on and pray with us.
Regina and Clovis, special guests. You should be following your lead. Bless. Subscribe on YouTube. Listen on podcasts. We live on IG and Facebook. This episode is sponsored by Truth and Triumph Ministry.
A heartfelt thank you to all of our subscribers who joined us for this video. If you have not already subscribed, go to our YouTube channel, The Juice Radio and Talk Show. Subscribe and click on the notification bell to be alerted whenever we go live. Join our private Juice community. Go to www.thejuicecommunity.com and sign up for free. Join us, The Juice Radio and Talk Show. We have our Money Monday financial series. It is a lunch and learn program at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on Mondays. Also on Monday, we have our reality series and hot topics at 7 p.m. Wednesdays, we have Bible study at 7:30 p.m. Thursdays, we have church news at 7:30 p.m. We also offer motivational moments, happy marriage lifestyle, news from a godly perspective, movie reviews, as well as our single moms club, Let's Talk Ex-Millennials, and of course, our Cooking with Clovis. Follow us on our podcast channel, The Juice Radio and Talk Show Podcast, streaming on all podcast platforms. A great big thank you to our podcast production company, Rhoa Podcast Productions. They can help you create your own podcast also. Contact them today at houseofnoye.com. Thank you to our sponsor, Custom Apparel Shop. Have them complete your embroidery work and silk screening needs. Do you need a logo created for your fashion apparel or company? Contact Israel Mason today. That is 786-657-7501. Thank you to our main sponsor, Truth and Triumph Ministries. Truth and Triumph Ministries, a ministry that cares about telling people the truth so they can triumph in life. Thank you, Truth and Triumph Ministries, for all you do.
All right. Hello, everybody. It is time for our reality chat here on the Juice Radio and Talk Show. Listen, you guys, I'm so excited to talk about this episode because you guys, oh my goodness, there is a lot. All I saw was peaches all over the TV. Peaches. Electronic peaches. Purse peaches. Peaches on body parts. Peach festival.
What's up, Regina?
Hey, Dustin, how you doing?
I'm pretty good.
All right, you guys. Hey, Latoya, what's up, girl?
Hey, sis, you get a peach. Everybody get a peach.
Y'all, all the peaches were voluptuous and nice looking. I mean, my goodness. Hey, Jonathan.
What's going on, Regina? We're dealing with the storm. My internet is out, but I'm using my phone, so that's why my setup doesn't look all right. But I'm here.
My
You know
internet.
you're good.
Can I just say something real quick?
Yes.
Thank you.
We had a severe weather storm yesterday, and our internet was out. Flickering off and on all night and all day yesterday. So if my internet goes out, I do apologize about that.
That's okay because, it was storming over here, and I was just like, Lord, if you want me to do this show, keep the internet on. If you don't, I'll do it another day.
Right.
I am not going to stress over it, but I'm so glad you guys were able to make it. So let's get into this chat while we still have.
Shout out to Diva real quick. She's going live at 7:00 tonight. So
I know.
If I drop out of here, you know why, Juice.
I know, and that's okay. I give you perfect permission to go on over there with my girl.
Yeah,
that's right.
All right, you guys, let's talk about these housewives. Now, I know, Jonathan, you want to talk about the reunion look. Do you want to start off with that, or do you want to talk about this episode first? How would you like to start?
It really doesn't matter for me, but we can actually start out with the reunion looks if you want.
Yeah, the reunion looks. I did a live with Diva yesterday, and they were kind of off in the air for me. I like Candy the best.
You did?
Yeah.
JoJo, what was the theme?
It was kind of like a turquoisey kind of bluish color. It was really pretty. Although
it was turquoise.
Fashion
turquoise color.
Yeah.
Kind of blue color.
No,
Yeah.
Although
I
the
know the
fashion is
color
coming.
was blue, but you know how like every year it's like a theme. Like, what was the theme this year?
Oh,
I don't think they had
I
like
didn't
a.
know
I
that.
don't know what the
I
theme
didn't think
was.
they had a theme.
Mhm.
yeah. We might not find out until the
Wait,
actual
wait,
show.
wait,
Hey,
wait,
Jen.
wait, wait, wait. My beautiful, freshly retwisted, light
Yes,
shining, Leo
that's right.
swinging, Jenny
Hi,
from the
Leo.
bird.
Okay, plenty of hang time having, honey. Okay,
Hey, light of
Sis,
the Leo.
sis,
Ooh.
I need you to flip that neck one good time.
just one good time. Yes,
Bam! Yes.
taught the whole time to do it.
I love it. Y'all are so cute and funny. I love it. All right, so I'm going to upload this picture. Jonathan, why don't you go ahead and give us a little synopsis of these looks while we have this chat while I bring up this picture?
Right. I was a little disappointed overall, to be honest. My
So
favorite, I
was
know,
I. Hmm.
what do you mean? I'm not lying. I thought Kenya was my favorite, to be honest. I love the feathers that she had on her dress. I thought Marlo looked okay. I was really disappointed in what Sheree had to wear. I thought it was too regular, degular, smegular. I really actually didn't see what Drew was wearing, so I don't know what she looks like. But overall, I wasn't too happy with the dresses overall, to be honest. I thought they could do better, and they've done better in the past.
Yeah, they
I
did
guess
like a
can
teal color or something. Go ahead, Dustin, and then I'll come over to light.
I guess on Diva's panel yesterday, I gave Candy the best dress because I
You
thought
did?
Candy. I think Candy did the best out of all of them. Yeah, because we
Okay.
were me and Diva, me and Diva and the rest of the panel, we were voting on who done the best, and I gave Candy the best out of all because I think the rest of them needed to do some more improvement myself.
Oh
And
my goodness. Okay, so light of the Leo, did you see the looks? I'm getting it up here. What was your thoughts?
I absolutely did. I will have to agree with Jonathan. I really didn't feel the razzle dazzle of the moment. I'm literally looking at them right now. My thing is that the color is awesome. I just
It is.
really like, okay, so like for Candy, she had a little bit of the color, but she was more like leaning towards the silvers and stuff like that. Sheree,
Right.
hers was a little sad for me. I thought like, well, it didn't feel like it was enough, especially with what we've been getting with all these reunion looks lately. I just felt like I just wish we had some more from her. With Marlo, for this to be her first reunion where she is a part of the cast, I just feel
Second.
like this is the second one. Oh, she was a part of the cast
It's
last
a second.
season. I forgot. My
Yeah,
bad.
she was sitting next to Andy last year.
Gotcha. I didn't like this one. I was hoping for more. I'm kind of used to seeing fit on her, things kind of
Yes.
fitting, and it I wanted more from her, and I really didn't like how the what's this part, the top part. I didn't like how the collar looked. I wish it was just a little bit more. It felt like it was
mm,
not all that great. Sonya, she was all right.
With,
Um,
her, with that little belly. Come on, Sandy, with the little belly.
That's she was all right.
Mhm.
With Drew, I don't like that color. I don't like the color green.
mm.
I don't know. I just didn't like the color. And who else am I missing? Oh, I will have to say I like Kenya's the best. I don't know. I like the little
Agreed.
feathery flowers or whatever, but I wish everybody stuck to one color because I don't think
Right.
it translated towards everybody of what color they should be wearing.
Candy looked like
Agreed.
she was wearing something from Bedroom Candy, but I'm gonna let go ahead. Latoya, go ahead.
I
Yeah,
thought
and
Candy's dress was
I
gold
was,
initially. I didn't know what
I
she was
was
wearing.
right. I was just googling. It said the color theme was aqua blue.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't believe that Drew nor what's her name, Sheree, nor Kenya got that message. Wait, Aqua. No, if it was Aqua, then the blue girl should have. They missed it then. So
Yeah,
that's
I feel like they should have did navy blue.
oh
That would have been
no,
better because
Potomac girls did that.
they did.
Yeah, Potomac girls. Y'all remember? What's her name with them
Well, this was
gloves?
more of a I think that was more of a royal blue than a navy blue.
But we're still in the blue family. They need to switch it up.
Child. Well, let me tell you that the ladies all have great bodies, but Sheree always wins the body category in my eyes. Sheree
Of
always
course.
wins that body. And you guys, we learned on this latest episode that Sheree has an upgrade on the body.
Wait, Regina.
Yes.
You said Sheree always serves with the body. Are you talking about below chin?
Oh, stop.
I,
All right.
I, I'm just asking. But I don't like, I think if Monyetta's had been a dress instead of a pantsuit,
I
hers
was
would have been better.
I was very disappointed with that.
Yes, I'm not mad at Courtney's look. I'm not. It looked like Courtney done got a little thick or the picture distorted. But I'm not really mad at Courtney's look. Sheree looked like it's a cross between a jogging suit and a dress. She don't know which one she want to be.
Oh Lord.
Drew, yeah, I don't like it. Sanya, cute, simple, love it. Wish Candy's dress was longer, maybe flowy at the bottom, or maybe like mermaidish. Kenya's dress is pretty. I would have lost the peacock feathers on the sleeve.
Why? That's the best part of the dress to me.
I agree. I like the feathers.
She is
I
looking
love
like,
that.
oh, what's the man name that be in the wood? Bigfoot.
Oh,
By
That
the
is
like
arm.
a
that
stretch,
dress.
Latoya.
Look,
You
Latoya,
want
that is a
to be
stretch.
sexy
A
By the
stretch.
arm. By the arms. By
That
the
is
arm.
a stretch.
I'm
that's a
saying,
stretch.
okay,
You're doing
I'll take
the
it back.
most.
I'll take it back. I'll take it back. I'll take it back. It
Like you
looks
are serving
like
Elastigirl right
I'm
now,
sorry.
Latoya. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I take it back. I apologize for my outburst. I'm sorry. I take it back. Okay. It looks like she or whomever designed the dress just slapped two boas on her sleeve. It don't look right.
I love it.
I
Y'all
like
are so
it.
funny.
Marlo, I don't like Marlo, so it's really hard for me to say I really like her dress. But out of all the, if Kenya didn't have the
I like
boa
the
on her sleeve, Kenya's dress would have been my favorite.
I
But
like the
because she
color
got
of
the boa
Marlo.
on the sleeve, I'm gonna go with Marlo.
Y'all
I
are
like
so
the
funny.
color. I like the color of Marlo's dress because I think
Okay,
it's
It is a
the
good
bright
color.
color. Yeah.
colors are
Yeah,
cute.
it is.
Well, you guys, let's do this, and I'm going to come back and I'll start with Latoya when we come back. But let's say hello to the people in the chat. You guys, we just walked in the room and we didn't even greet our guests. Yeah,
Oh
you know,
no.
they're not even guests, our family. We didn't even greet our
How rude
family.
of her.
Y'all
Mm.
say hello to Erin. She's in the chat, bright
Hello,
and
Aaron. How you
Hey,
doing?
Aaron.
early. Reminding everybody to hit that like button, that subscribe button. Latoya's on panel and in the chat. Thank you so much. Hey, Latoya. Hey.
Look, Regina, we was just doing what our ancestors told us. When it's stormy, get somewhere, sit down, and be quiet. That's why we forgot they was right there.
Oh gosh.
And listen, hello to Gladys. Y'all say hello to Gladys.
Hello.
Hey, Gladys.
How you doing? I love it. And listen, you guys, keep in these chats and say hello and be friendly and everything. Listen, Gladys is saying hello to everybody here as well. I have dropped a link in case y'all want to come on panel. Come on and let's have a nice, friendly, fun conversation. Thank you, Aaron, reminding everybody to do that thumbs up. Robin is here, you guys. Hey,
Hey,
Hi,
Robin.
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 Hey,
She said,
Robin.
hello, my people. And she's giving a good hello to everybody on panel. That's so respectful and kind. Thank you so much for that. And Aaron is going to greet you all in that chat as well. Robin is saying hello to everybody. And listen, Latoya is so multi-talented. She's on panel and saying hello to everybody. Let's go down here and also say hello to Reality with Christy Marie.
Hey.
Hey.
Thank you so much for being here. Listen, Gladys said this about the look. She said, I was not feeling the look of the fashion. Mm-mm-mm. You was
Yeah,
not
it,
feeling
it was disappointing.
Mhm. Yeah.
I
Aaron
really
said
was
this.
expecting more.
Aaron said,
Me
well,
too.
I am going to disagree with Jennifer and Jonathan. I loved everyone's outfit. I was in love with the colors. Well, you better come on now. You better
Aaron
come
is always such a sunshine in a cloudy day.
She can't
on.
help it.
Right.
She can't.
But here,
It's all
look what she said about Kenya. She said Kenya looks fun and she's ready for a runway.
I agree.
Mm-mm.
Agreed.
Well, she also said this, Aaron. She said, Drew looks like a Barbie doll. Sanya, how could she go wrong with that glow? Sanya looks great in everything right now. I
I
love
don't
it
know, I
because
don't know about no Barbie doll, Aaron. Now, JoJo said I was pushing it with the Bigfoot. Aaron, you pushing it with the Barbie doll.
I had a rough day today, so the
Aaron,
live lift me up.
I love it. Well, Reality with Christy Marie says, stopping in to say hi and listening from TV. LOL, love the blue dresses. Thank you so
Mm.
much. Appreciate it. And Erin said this. She said, Sheree always looks amazing. And that dress fit her like it was made for her. And I'm sure it was. And you guys, Reality with Christy Marie is giving hearts and loves. Look, XOXO.
XOs, kisses and
thank
hugs.
you.
And she also says, I love the blue. That's about it.
Thank you.
I heard that. I see right through that comment. Regina, what were your thoughts? We haven't heard your thoughts on the looks.
Well,
Hold
let's
on,
say,
Regina, let me show you this in the camera real quick, and then I'm gonna turn the camera off.
okay,
This is what they look like.
I ordered it already.
You
See?
did?
I do exactly what my sis tell me to do. I did. Thank you, sis. So listen, I looked at all of these and I thought they were different. Child, I don't know if I have a favorite on here. I don't know. It just
Is
I
there
don't
a
know.
reason that you don't have a favorite? Why don't you have a favorite, Regina?
It just well, the first one up here, who's this first one? First of all, I think I panned this picture out so big I can't even really tell who's what on here. On this first one.
Marlo's the first one.
That's Marlo. Okay, she looks like she's getting ready to do some ballroom dancing.
Okay.
You know, that ballroom
I don't.
you
You
know,
know what? I wonder if the theme was like Hollywood glam.
maybe it could have been. And then
It
the
could have
next
been.
one over here, is Kenya. I don't like the cockadoodle-doo wings. I don't like those.
What?
Mhm.
Oh
Mm-mm.
my
No,
goodness.
I don't.
I don't
It
like
looks
it
like
either, so I guess we're on
it
the
kind
same
of
page.
reminds me of Elmo, like she's doing a little too much. She's a beautiful lady, but it's just like Candy. Again, I think she's producing one of her her businesses. It looks like Bedroom Candy. It's cute. It just does not look like it should be for the reunion. And
I
I
don't think she
That's
understood the assignment.
that's what the girls are wearing nowadays. They just naked.
Sanya, I think Sanya just went with a nice flowy something, and I love that she was showing her baby bump. So it's cute. It's nothing extravagant, but it's cute. Drew down there at the bottom right. That is Drew, right? With the pantsuit.
Hmm.
That's a whole hot
Yeah.
mess. A whole
No,
hot
that's not Drew. The pantsuit, that's
That's
Manetta.
Oh,
Marietta.
Manietta. Well,
And she
Manietta, a
decided to
whole
wear
hot mess.
green.
Yeah, that's a whole
I
hot
don't.
mess.
I don't like my Manietas. I don't like the pant. What? Why would you wear pants with a dress?
I don't like that Manietta. I mean, the
No.
color
Her
is
make
cute.
her
It's
makeup was
just the
good.
outfit is what. And then who's this next to Manietta? Who is this?
Courtney.
That's Courtney.
Courtney.
Courtney. Okay, that's okay. It's kind of cute. Sheree is it's all right. It's cute, simple. I don't know what I'm looking for. And I think Marlo's dress looks way too long. I think it is way too long, but it's cute. I think if it would have been shorter, it probably would have been cuter. But overall, the ladies look great, but it's just not my thing. And it's not to say it's a bad thing on the looks on the lady. It's just not something that I look at.
And
So
I forgot to say
We
about
we understand what you mean, Regina. We can read through the
right.
lines.
I kind of wish Sanya did more. I felt like Sanya it was just it wasn't a lot going on. It's just one fabric and that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
We gonna get Sanya a pass because she's pregnant.
No,
So we
you
gonna
can
get
look
her a
good
pass.
pregnant. We have
No.
seen some.
I'm saying like you know how well Jennifer, you don't have any kids, right?
Not just yet.
They
Okay,
coming.
so when you pregnant, girl, it be like just put me on whatever, something comfortable, something cool, something loose fitting. So if I can move
Yeah.
around. That's probably what she was going for. Like when you pregnant like that, especially during the summertime, you don't want all that on you.
I
I
think it's
see.
because I'm kind of comparing her to Eva when she was pregnant and on the
Ooh, the
reunion.
beautiful Eva. Ooh,
She
But
looked
Eva
Thank
top
you.
model is
gorgeous.
Eva
No,
top
it
model.
don't
Thank
take a
you.
top model to
Right.
look good. It takes the right people in your ear to look. You have to have the right stylist, and I like even for Sheree, I'm really kind of disappointed in Sheree. I it was
Yeah.
I'm
She
really
should have gave
disappointed.
she was supposed she should have gave more than what she gave. First
Yeah,
of all, She shouldn't have wore a ponytail. She would look better with her hair down. I don't need her to get no more fillers in her cheeks. Please. Let it go. If you haven't learned anything else from Kim, Zodiac, Veer, and girl, lay off the plastic surgery.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna come over to Jonathan and then over to Dustin after I read these comments. Reality with Krista Marie said, it's not the she said, I'm not the dressy type, but they look so uncomfortable to wear. The color looks great, but promise. I don't
Promise,
know.
like a prom,
Promise.
prom-ish.
Promise. Okay. Aaron said, Candy, of course, was my favorite. I thought she stood out, shine like a queen. Oh, Aaron, you're so sweet. And Reality with Chris Marie said, oh no, now I'm thinking about Cookie Monster when we were talking about a Cookie Monster. I love it. And Aaron said, Marlo looks like she's going to party. I love it. And also Reality said they all look really mismatched. That's I think what I
That's
think
another
that's
disappointment.
what
Agreed.
yeah, I think that's why my peripheral is like, maybe if they would all had like the same color or very different colors, you could be able
Yeah.
to look at one and it'd be different. She also said Candy's my fave if I need to choose. All right,
Hmm.
great. She likes Candy. And also Aaron said Reality with Krista Marie, we agreed. Going to have for write this down. Going to have write this down. Okay. I'm not sure what that is, but we'll get it. Reality said, right. Check the date. We have digital proof. Thank you. Okay, so they're chit chatting. They're chit chatting. You can see fillers from here. Thank you. I love it. Y'all are so cute in chat.
Okay.
Jonathan, over to you, and then over to Dustin. Final chat on this look, and then we're gonna get into this episode.
Right. I just wanted to say that I'm really surprised that Marlo's not sitting next to Andy. I heard that it's Drew and Sheree that are sitting next to Andy. I thought Drew was definitely going to sit next to Andy since she's got this whole divorce thing that's coming up. Sheree sitting next to Andy. I guess because she was like the leader of the pack in a way. Everything's kind of surrounding Sheree this season. I guess that makes sense. But I'd love to see the actual seating itself because I don't know who's sitting next to who.
I know. Dustin, final thoughts on these ladies' outfits?
My final thoughts are my best one is Candy, and the rest of them I don't really care for.
All right,
That's
straight to the
cute.
point. I
I
like
love it.
that.
All right, you guys, let's get into this episode. All right. So we start out where they were having the opening scenes. And one thing I want to bring up was those Christmas pictures that Marlo did. I think they were so cute. I love them. I thought that was really nice. Her and her
Agreed.
son, her nephews actually wanting to have her boyfriend come over. But Marlo, great parenting skills. She's like, not until we started dating or been dating for at least a year. I love that. What were you guys' thoughts on that conversation with Marlo and the boys?
Hey Regina, quick something I want to say to JoJo about the seating chart. So I just pulled it up. So
Okay.
Andy's in the middle. To the left, it's Drew, Kenya, Candy. On the right,
Okay,
on the other side of Andy is Sheree, Marlo, Sanya.
gotcha.
Okay.
So they got the two groups separated. Okay.
So
But why
Christy
is Candy at the end?
Well, Christy Marie is asking too, why is Sheree next to Andy? No.
Candy should have been next to Andy, I feel, because the last all of the episodes we've seen so far have been mostly about her.
Well, Christy Marie agrees with you. She said Candy and Drew should be seat 1 and 1. I get that. Well, we're going to find out. And Aaron says Sheree is an OG and this season was good, but not full of drama. So she should be next to Andy. Okay.
Hmm.
So what you
All
gonna
You
right.
talk about?
usually
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because Martell's
sit
only been
next
in
to
two
Andy.
episodes, so they ain't talking about that.
Oh goodness, I don't know, but Chris Marie say, "Oh, good, Drew is next to Andy." Oh Lord, I guess Drew. I don't think Drew has ever been next to Andy, so they're probably like, "Let me go ahead and give this girl a seat."
No.
No, I think it's because she needs to be in the hot seat because she's been accused
Right.
over
That,
and over again of being a liar. So she needs to be nearby.
that is
I think
good.
I think I think she's been proven to be a liar. I think that's
Well,
a better term to use.
Well, you guys, let's get back to Marlo and the boys and her having a conversation about not having them meet him right away. What's you guys' thoughts on those parenting skills? I'll start down here with you, Jojo, then over to Dustin, up to Latoya, and over to Light of the Leo. What's your thoughts?
Extremely responsible. I love to see Marlo's nephews on camera. They're so sweet and so kind, and It seems like when they were kind of acting out and she had to kick them out last season, it makes sense as to why, because they're at that age where they're going to act out or they're going to kind of want to do their own thing. But the fact that they're so much more, they seem so much more mature now, what a difference a year makes. And for her to say that, she doesn't want them to meet Scott Lee until she's been dating him for a year, that's very responsible. I'm not the one to, because I'm not a parent, I don't want to say when's the right time for you to allow someone to meet your children, but a year sounds good to me.
Yeah, it does. It does. Dustin, we'll start with you. What's your thoughts on that? Okay, we'll come back to Dustin. Latoya, your thoughts on the boys not meeting Marlo's boyfriend right now?
I was just about to put it in the chat. Marlo is all cap. Marlo ain't got
Can you
no
hear me
boy.
now?
Yeah, we'll come back. We'll come back down to you, Dustin. We'll come up to Latoya, and then we'll come right back down to you, Dustin.
Okay.
It was all when she was saying all of that. I was hearing in the background, wah 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 wah, because it's like yes, I don't believe any of it. Like I don't believe she's really dating him. I don't believe they're really in a relationship like that. I think she just did it for the TV because she said in a hot mic moment, I would never bring somebody I'm really dating on the show. So he ain't really a boyfriend. So it's like, okay, whatever, girl, move on.
Oh my goodness, Dustin, what's your
I would.
thoughts? Dustin, you there?
My thought that I think she done a very good job in that situation, and I applaud her for that.
I love it. Jojo, you were going to say something, and then we're going back up to Light of the Leo.
Yes, I was going to say I do agree with Latoya. Although I'm very happy to see Marlo seemingly in a positive relationship and in a positive space, it doesn't come off as authentic to me. It seems very show-like. It seems very reality-like. It seems very unnatural. It doesn't seem natural at all. Although they look great together, and it seems like if they were in a real-life relationship, it seems like it would go well, but it don't seem real to me, to be honest. I don't get it at all.
All right, Light of the Leo, your thoughts on Marlo and the boys and not meeting her man or non-man right now. What's your thoughts?
Non-man. Well, I personally believe, okay, so one thing that I love that Jonathan is always looking for is the love. He's looking for the connection. And I have to agree, I don't see much of that. And I'm not sure if a reality show is the time where we need to start dating people like the first time we start a date, we automatically have cameras in your face as well as um, microphones and things of that nature. So it just doesn't seem real to me. It doesn't. If she is, that's wonderful. And I do agree with her not having them to meet. But when we saw the producers talking to her about him, saying, have you guys had sex yet? And I didn't see, I'm enamored, he's all right, you know what I'm saying, like it just didn't seem like a relationship kind of feel.
I get it. So Krista Marie said this. She said Marlo took her peach and ruined it. She really took it and just ruined it. Ooh, well,
Sour peach.
and it took a long time for her to get that peach. So Aaron said, that seems like the right thing to do. The boys shouldn't meet anyone right away. And like she's putting the boys first by giving it time for the person to prove themselves. Good for Marlo. I love that. Krista Marie says, you hear Charlie Brown, wah, 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 when she speaks, Miss Marlo. I was so excited when she adopted the boys. I just wish she would stop trying so hard. That part. She says she really has the power, just seems very insecure, and that makes her act out, in my opinion. I love it. And our reality also says this. She says, LOL, I'm just saying she acts out everywhere. Very extra. You can tell she's very insecure and doesn't love herself. It's sad. Wow.
I need her to stop talking about life coach. I need her to start talking about this life coach and what she learned from the life coach. And you need to get you a life coach. Girl, you need to get you a different one because that one ain't working.
Oh my goodness. Go ahead,
Regina,
Jojo.
Do you see authenticity in this relationship yourself?
I'm hoping so. I haven't really been looking that deep into it because, people bring people on these shows and sometimes they deep and they end up before the reunion. They done broke up already. So I don't know.
Right,
I'm just
Walter.
hoping.
Regina, stop giving us your politically correct answer. When you first,
Thank
what was your
you.
first?
Thank
What was your
you.
first?
Keep it
When you
real.
saw how they reacted with each other, the times we've seen them, what was your initial feeling?
Well, you mean when they were
Thank
in the
you,
restaurant,
Latoya.
in his restaurant? My
No,
initial
no,
feeling, like I said on
no,
that
no,
episode,
no, no, not in the restaurant.
first
Not
time
in
we
the
saw
restaurant.
them together in the
No,
restaurant.
I'm saying since the restaurant, she's been on the phone with him, she's texted him, she's talked about him in confessional, she's talked about him with the girls. What vibe, what feeling did you get when she was talking about him and
I was
saying what they had text and
even,
stuff?
I wasn't even into it like that. I don't watch these shows to get into it like that. I was just like, okay, that's her boo. It is what it is. I'm not really into it. Like,
Okay, well
girl,
let me rephrase it because you're still trying to go around the question without answering the question.
She is.
With your
She is.
knowledge of Marlo and her past, and you knowing that she's dating this Scottley, who is not a rich white man that can just buy her whatever, and she ain't got to do really nothing strange for a piece of change. What
uh,
was
Okay.
your reaction
that was
of
my answer.
hearing about this?
That was my And I'm gonna go with reality with Chris Maria. She said, "LOL, politically correct answer." Haha, sounds familiar. Aaron,
Okay. Latoya, did you notice how Regina just sidestepped your question and went right to the comments? Did you see that?
She did. She did. I don't know why she's trying to be
She
so
just sidestepped
politically
that.
correct.
She did the electric slide on your ass. That's what she
She
did.
don't she don't want the panel in the
Right.
chat to know that she's slick, kind of sort of know what
Right.
the answer
That,
is. But you know what, girl?
right. That
I'm gonna let you live. I ain't gonna hold you. Go on to the next. Me and JoJo know what it is. JoJo, we see each other.
Now,
we see each other. Your point was made, my sister. Your point was made.
one
Okay.
thing I
Let's
will
move on.
say, I do believe it will be awesome if she can get to a space where she can stop living in her past. If
yes,
she
If.
can, if she can find a way to grow past that and say that this is who I was, I am a product of that, but I don't have to be that, because it seems like she's fighting every day to avoid that again, as if
yeah.
it's just, running after her, like her past is running after her. And of course, it's not
Mar-
easy with people throw it in your face, but when you
Oh,
act the way you act, sometimes, oh,
But
well,
if
yeah,
you
Marlo's still in this.
really
Mar.
truly have healed from your past, then what the people say about you wouldn't affect you as much. If
Right.
you recognized it, addressed it, got help for it, and healed from it, then them saying that you went to jail, you out these mug shots or whatever, you'd be like, okay, yeah, I did,
and I rose
and
above.
I mean,
yeah, you would
Okay.
have never let
And I can go
roll
back to and I can go back to jail tonight if you want it. Okay,
what?
honey. But Marlo seems to always be trying to prove herself, trying to prove that she's not her past, and that really, like Latoya said, that really shows you that she hasn't gotten past that yet.
Well, I will say
JoJo, do you
about
remember?
I will say this about the relationship when they were having the conversation at dinner, and he said he had a prison time. I did get nervous with that because both
Why?
of them having that. Because my thought was, if anything goes left in the relationship, will y'all,
Hmm.
be looking at each other like, you did this, did you do this, or can I not trust you? It's
Mm.
just an uncomfortable feeling that I thought because
Right.
we don't know what he went to jail for, you know,
Exactly.
and Marlo allegedly her things were theft or something or identity that whatever her allegations were her things were. We don't want him to feel as though she would do any of that to him, so that's just my
Right.
thought. When two people have the same past that was prison, there would be that thought in their head, where you've done prison time, and when you get in a heated argument, that kind of stuff can come up in a thought. So that was my only
Right.
real concern. If you want my unpolitically correct answer.
Thank
I
you for
didn't
the
get
blessing.
I didn't get that when they said that. When they said that, I was like, oh wow, they only have one thing in common. That's the only thing I got.
Right. To
Go ahead,
me,
Donna.
Scotty seems like the type that can really handle Marlo. And if she gives him any BS, he'll be out the door. Like he doesn't have time for the BS. So I think he would be, if they were actually trying things out, they would be a good couple, I think, because I think he could like Latoya's doing with Regina, hold Marlo's feet to the fire, and make
Uh,
her make her fess up to what she really is, and make her be real with him, because that's what he wants.
that's right. That's right. I
So,
love that.
Jojo, did you hear when Marlo said, I can't remember if it was in the show or if it was in the after show, where she said, no, it was in her video after the reunion where she was letting us know that, girl, I'm not jealous of you. You don't have anything that I want. I don't need anybody to validate me. I validate myself. And I'm saying to myself, girl, you lying.
Wow,
You need
Well, you
wow,
validation from
yeah,
everybody.
Well, let's go over to Candy. Now, Candy had a conversation with Cynthia, the beautiful Cynthia Bailey, that came in and had a
yes.
conversation. Now, let me tell you, Cynthia Bailey, come on, girl. You are still looking fabulous. She did say that while having a conversation with Candy, that of course she's divorced. She's starting over again at the age of 55, and she's back at Lake Bailey. Or, let me tell y'all something right here. What I got from this whole thing, I didn't even hear the whole conversation. My mind wasn't mentally there because I was still stuck on, thank God she did not sell her lake house. Thank God she had somewhere to go back to. Thank
Regina,
God.
Right.
My
you want to know what I heard? I heard that conversation. I
God.
heard, girl, his friends tried to tell you what was up. You didn't listen. You was
Right.
all gung ho about this new man. And when you got down into LA, you realized what the friends was telling you and what he told you out of his own mouth is still there, still the same. Zebra ain't changed his stripes. And you got out.
Well, Jonathan, what was your thought about the conversation with Candy and Cynthia? And I know Candy. Ooh, we're gonna get into some more conversation with Candy, but real quick, what was your thoughts on that?
I love to see Cynthia back on the screen. Although I don't want her back as an actual housewife because I don't think she brings enough to the show. However, I loved seeing her in this scene with Candy. It's clear that Candy seems to be a little bit on the outs with the other girls, so it's good to see her, get in with someone from the outside of the situation.
Mhm.
And I love how open Cynthia is about her life and how open she is about how things went down. Although she won't tell you like the real, like a Nene would tell you, but she gives you at least enough information that you need to go on about your day. But I really did like I really did like the conversation. It was nice.
Light of the Leo, your thoughts?
I just thought it was nice to see Cynthia again. It kind of gave me some nostalgia feelings and things of that nature. One thing I have been able to see, especially ever since Nene was gone, God bless her, that Cynthia certainly still has her own point of view and her own way to that she feels about things, and I just love to see her have good conversation. I love to. It was nice to hear that her and Kenya are cool again, ever since
Hmm.
their run-in on the last show
Yeah,
that they were on together, and they were
that's
able to
right.
come together in some really difficult times that they were having. So I think it's great. It's just a breath of fresh air for me to see her.
I love it. Dustin, your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are that I was so glad to see her. I hope she does come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta because I think it would be better better with her part of the regular show.
Now, I'm going to tell you, I really was like, okay, they're bringing Cynthia back. And it took my mind back to the episodes prior where Sheree had to sit down with all the OGs. And I'm
Yeah,
like, what
Mm,
is Andy stirring up? What is Andy stirring up?
I
Because
think
he is bringing all the OGs back. I mean, on camera.
I think that Andy is bringing her back. I think he was just doing a test run last night, and I think see how it turns out. But I think next season she might be back as a full time housewife, and we'll see how it goes.
Well, we're going to see.
I,
Oh, let's go ahead.
Regina,
Mhm.
um, I have a fun fact and a question. The fun fact is, production didn't bring Cynthia back. They didn't ask her to come back. Cynthia, when she was in town or she was going to an event that she knew production would be filming, she would call production and let production know that she would be at the event or whatever. So
Okay.
they would mic her or whatever. So she said, I guess she did it a couple of times, and then finally she worked something out where she got, a little piece of check or whatever. She said, but it wasn't like they came to her and asked her to come back. She would just be at events because she's still friends with the girls, and she would let production know that she was going to be there.
Well, that's okay.
She
They
said
know
Okay.
how to get on
she said
camera.
she said this on Candy's after show. I mean, Candy speak on it. She also said when we saw her in the trailer, like at Kenya's photo shoot, she said,
Mhm.
and she was like, we didn't see her in the actual scene, and people were, saying why they cut you out, this, that, and the third. She said they didn't cut her out or edit her out of the scene. She said she wasn't even supposed to be in the scene. She was next door to where Kenya was shooting something for BET, and they told her that, production was next door. So she just went over there just to speak to Kenya and say hello. So that's why she wasn't in that scene because she wasn't
All right.
supposed to be.
All right.
Um,
Okay.
Thank
my
you for that.
question, my question is, do you all think that Cynthia had a valid reason to be mad at Kenya on the girls trip?
Well, I don't even know what happened on the girls' trip, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't even know
I
what
don't
she's
think
talking
she.
about because I don't even recall that far
Bas-
back.
Basically, what happened was, they get old cast members. Kenya and Cynthia were the only two from Atlanta. They were besties. So
Yeah,
Cynthia
but
went
this
there
is Ultimate
thinking,
Girls Trip. That's Ultimate Girls Trip that they were on, right?
yes.
Yeah.
And so Cynthia went there thinking that, we were just gonna be, sisters, we just gonna have fun, this, that, and the third.
Yeah, I
But
remember
Kenya was on, wanting to get to know the other women, build a relationship with the other women.
basically
And
I felt as though Cynthia was being insecure and was looking for
Mm.
Kenya to be all of that for her. And I don't think that she should have done that. Let Kenya get to know the other girls because that's what the show was about. And
right.
that's
She wasn't
my
insecure. I would say jealous. She was jealous.
jealous. Yeah, jealous. All
Yeah.
right, so
My friend.
we've got to get through. We've got to get through this
Okay.
rest of this before these 15 minutes are up. Yes, Light of the Leo, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, she's my friend.
Yeah, that's what she was saying. So let's get this real quick. Kenya is wanting to have another baby. Do y'all think that Kenya should have another baby? And how
I
cute was her
I
daughter
gotta
with her?
go. I gotta go. So you guys have a good
Thank
night.
you, Dustin, for
You
being
too.
All
here.
right, Justin.
So,
I
Jonathan, do you
I
think that Kenya should have another baby?
I feel as though the fact that Kenya actually had that conversation with the producer with Brooklyn right next to her, because I wasn't sure exactly how serious she was about this talk on the last episode that she was talking about it. However, now that she's bringing it up in front of her daughter, and asking her daughter, "Do you want a little brother or a little sister?" Like, it seems like she really wants to do this. So if she wants to do it, I'm all here for it. If she wants to do it, then go for it, girl. I don't see
That's right.
why not.
And I'm glad that she's starting off, and then I'll come over to Latoya and over the light. I'm glad that she's starting off with test trials with the nephew to see
Right,
how Brooklyn
right.
reacts. That's very good parenting skills. Very good.
Hmm.
Latoya, your thoughts, and then over to Light. On do you think Kenya should have another baby in the conversation?
Yes, if she's having it for the right reason.
I love that. I love it. If she's having it for the right
Hmm.
reason, and then we got to find out who she's gonna have it with. Okay,
Well,
Light, go ahead.
Yeah.
you saw in the next episode, she was saying she had one embryo left with Mark, and she was like, should she, would it be wrong to go ahead and use that embryo? I'm like, girl, you see what you're going through now? No.
And Mark may fight her on that legally. I don't know.
He
Light of the
might.
Leo, your thoughts.
I personally believe as long as she can do it as healthily as possible. And to be honest, I think this is some of the most genuine I've seen her on the show, period. And I feel like
Hmm.
it's truly something that she wants to do, not only for herself, but maybe to possibly give her daughter something that she didn't have. I know she does have brothers and sisters, I think, but she didn't grow up with them from as far as I know. So I believe she wants to give her child something that she didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and as far as the father of the child, to be honest, I personally would have them get another embryo, and we need to get. Oh gosh, we might need to get somebody else to have a
Ooh,
baby with. But unfortunately, don't tell nobody.
okay.
But if she gets, like a donor, then everything that Phaedra said on that classic read would come into fruition.
Okay.
You better
So,
remind
Okay.
us, like, you better remind us. Ooh, ooh.
so I think maybe it might be better just to use what's already there.
Oh
Okay. You don't know
my
if he's gonna be a
gracious.
serial killer. Okay, but what
Ooh.
you will know is that he needed $5. Okay, for a pizza.
Ciao.
Go on, Phaedra.
So
That
I
was a
would
read for your life,
I
honey.
personally would just go ahead and try my best to be as legal as possible
Oh
to
my
go ahead
God.
and use that other embryo.
I
Cause
don't even think
child,
it's even worth the headache, girl. I think I would rather take my chances with a donor, cause,
mm-mm.
honey,
We don't need Phaedra to win in this moment, okay?
but you want Mark to win?
How is Mark winning?
Oh Lord have
Because
mercy.
now he didn't want Kenya to film with Brooklyn, but now
But he's
he's doing a reality show. Now you want her to film.
exactly. And
But
think about
here's
it.
my
Think about it. Any judge will be able to say, so I think we'll be all right. I think they're gonna be just fine.
Mhm.
Yeah, here's the thing. I really am not against Kenya using the embryo with Mark, because I think she said it in the past. Like she would want if Brooklyn were to have a brother or sister, she would want them to have the same father. And I understand that sense of logic. I really do understand where she's coming from with that. Mark doesn't have to, maybe she'll have Mark sign away his parental rights. I don't know, but I'm not against her using that embryo with Mark. I'm really not against that at all.
Yeah, I
Well,
think it would
well,
be
reality,
easier to be going to just one man.
well,
Hey, go see
reality
your
with
daddy.
Kristen Marie is saying the same thing. She said, I think Kenya should have a baby with that ex of hers only because she already deals with him.
Exactly.
Right. No need to add someone else to the mix when you can just
What's the
have the
point?
same person. Like it's just easier that way.
And whoever
Yeah.
it would have been random because it's a rushed
Exactly.
situation, and you can't
Mhm.
ask somebody that you dating, hey, you feel like having a baby with me?
Ooh.
Right. And
Well,
she
you
knows
guys.
Mark's background. She knows his lineage. She knows about his parents
Does
and all that
does
good stuff.
does,
So
does
she
she?
knows what she's getting.
Does she?
Mhm.
Oh,
Because before they
absolutely,
I
because
got,
wouldn't
she's
have to
dealing with it
assume
but
now.
she would.
but before they got married, she had never met his parents, and I think after they got married, she still hadn't met his parents. Now, whether she has
Ooh.
met them as of yet, because
They have a
So you
grandchild.
would
I'm very sure they met.
I'm
they
sure they
don't.
have. So Latoya, you would prefer for her to do a donor, a random person?
Yes, I mean, stop being random like this.
Let,
Well, at the end of the
I
day, it
mean,
let's
is
be
a
real.
random person that she
I
It's
would
mean,
want to
random.
know.
but she goes in and she picks them based off their profile. I mean, isn't that the same?
Through a bunch of random profiles.
Uh-oh, where did she go?
Okay, it's
What is, oh my
But
goodness.
but
Where did she
seriously, through
go?
a bunch of random profiles, she's gonna pick somebody, a random person. It's
Oh
still
my
but
random.
goodness.
Regina, I know we're running out of time. I needed to ask you this, okay?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
So the information that we got about Kenya and Cynthia, and Kenya saying that Cynthia came to her after someone from her family had passed away, and they'd come back together.
Yes.
What were your thoughts on Kenya's actions towards Cynthia in those moments? Were
Nobody,
you happy with that?
Georgia,
Well,
nobody passed. Her mom found out she had breast cancer.
well, I was happy
Oh, okay,
when
okay.
when Kenya was on there and Cynthia said that they made up, and Cynthia said that when they were at what's her name's wedding, Judici's wedding, whatever her name is, from the
Teresa.
other house,
Mm.
Teresa, when they were at her wedding, she, child right there. I was glad that Cynthia said that her and Marlo had a conversation, and Marlo did say, ask her
Kenya.
how about her mother, So so I like that I like that Ken. I'm sorry, yeah, Kenya. Kenya did say, how was your mother, but I'm telling you, my instant thought when
Mm-hmm.
I saw that, and this is true, was Kenya's gonna mess up again, and they're gonna be fighting again, and all of that is gonna be out the door. We just don't know when.
Wow.
That was my instant thought, but I was glad
Mm-hmm.
that they at least made up. and were able to say,
but that takes some grown woman fortitude to really come together
Okay.
and
yeah,
to really be able to say, you know what, I'm not going to leave you alone in a space like that because
yes,
you
that part.
because I think it's just misunderstanding and taking things to another level.
Yeah.
Because when you're on reality TV, things get magnified so greatly,
Mm-hmm.
and feelings and
Yeah.
yeah, stuff like that.
But y'all have to realize what was happening at that moment. Cynthia wanted the attention from Kenya and she got it. Okay.
Hmm.
So in the future, when Cynthia wants the attention and don't get it from Kenya, she's probably going to go back to feeling jealous again or feeling like she's being mistreated or something because Cynthia really wants the attention. And Kenya is kind of like the person like, listen, I'm gonna give you the attention when I'm ready, but you're not gonna pull it out of me. That's kind of the way Kenya, to me, that's kind of the way Kenya rolls. But Cynthia wants that all every time Cynthia's around, she wants that attention. That's kind of what I gather
But
from Cynthia.
but with Kenya being that way, do you think that that's a bad thing? That she'll only give you attention when she wants to?
I think that she's not going to get it all the time, and that's where her and Kenya are going to butt with each other. I think it might be something in the future that may have it. But because let me tell y'all something. When you have a situation with a friend and it comes up, and you may think, okay, you resolved it, and then next time it may come around again. Did you resolve it? And then next time it come around again. So that's just my thought. How many times has Cynthia and Kenya had fights and arguments and disagreements and stuff like that? So
Well, she did say this time, she said Kenya had been texting her and calling her, and she said, she just needed time. And she said she appreciated that Kenya gave her the time she needed
yeah, and Kenya
to
did
have
say
the
she was listening
conversation
for
with
life or
her.
something like that. Hmm.
Yeah, and so see, on the Ultimate Girls Trip, it wasn't just about Cynthia was jealous because Kenya was building a relationship with the other women. It was as Kenya was building relationships with the other women, she was slick throwing shots and shading her on the low with the other women. So
Mm.
that
Mm.
added a lot to it, which that brought Cynthia back to when Kenya was doing that to her on the show, especially when she almost told her about the engagement or whatever.
Well, here's the
So
thing.
She did
Cynthia,
tell her about the
Cynthia's,
engagement.
Cynthia's gonna have that conversation with Kenya. Don't do that to me no more, because you do that, I'm not coming back from that.
no,
We
they did. She said they finally had the conversation and she's
good.
glad that they did. And she said, after she saw her at the wedding, she sent her mom flowers. They went out to dinner. So she said they're good now. She said they'll never be as close as they once were, but they're in a really good place.
And to
Mhm.
answer your question, Jonathan, I personally believe it is a positive thing. If I
Me too.
have that,
Mhm.
and that's literally me, because I
Hmm.
do feel like if someone is pulling at me and tugging at me in that way, that's not cool for me,
Right.
especially when I'm
Right.
trying to enjoy new people around me. Now, I don't agree with the whole, tearing down my friend while she's over here looking for my attention, but
Right. Right.
I certainly agree with it should be okay for me to branch out and not have you up under me at all times. I'm not that kind of friend. That's not me.
Thank
Mhm.
you for answering that question, Jennifer.
All right, so you guys, let's talk about what everybody wants to talk about. This kiss, this kiss, this kiss. Oh my goodness. So, do you guys believe, after seeing this whole episode, including the very last scene
Mhm.
where they show Kenya's 2021 chat with Latoya on there, Latoya saying,
Hmm.
no, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. It didn't happen. Do you guys think that this kiss between Drew and Latoya happened? I'm going to start with you, Light of the Leo.
I still don't believe Drew, and I'll tell you why. The reason
Okay.
why I don't believe Drew is because of Drew. It's just the
Oh,
way that she be talking and the way that she's been moving, and whenever she answers those questions, like usually when you are telling the truth and you're just trying to defend yourself, you don't try to build other narratives to kind of supplement what's going on or what try to build stories in other people's heads, or I'll build the story for you. This is what she's trying to do. No, if it's a no, it's a solid no. And I'm going to stand on that. I just don't like how she likes to build stories and stuff like that. It just seems kind of weird to me. That's just different. But
I
I
get
still
it.
don't believe her.
Latoya, your thoughts on this kiss? Do you think it actually happened?
Absolutely. I believed it when they said it 2 years ago. And I believed it when, it came up again this season. For two reasons. Well, probably more than two, but I'm just gonna name two. One reason, Candy don't lie. Two reasons,
Right.
and the second reason is Latoya admitted to it. And if you paid attention to the way Latoya worded what she said to Drew last night, she basically went all the way around the mulberry bush to basically say the same thing that Candy said. She said,
Right.
Drew, do you trust Candy? You know Candy's a good person. She's genuine. She was like, yeah. She said, so Candy would
Hmm.
never lie on you about anything like that, right? And she was like,
Right.
no. And she was like, okay, so like, come on. Drew, you should have just pulled Candy to the side and been like, hey, Candy, we just gonna act like it didn't happen because I got this stuff going on and I don't want it to get out and be this mess. So we
Yeah.
gonna downplay it and act like it didn't happen. Put Candy up on game, let her know, and then finish doing the scene or whatever. But to blatantly sit there, call her a liar, so you gonna put it on your kid,
Don't do
like,
Okay.
that.
come on.
Don't do that. And I love how Marlo came in, and Marlo, when she left out, because Marlo was like, I'm not
Child.
even doing this. Marlo was like,
Okay.
and
I was so
Really?
I
here
was
for all
I
of
was
that.
I was
So so
living
so
for Marlo leaving that
so
scene.
Marlo
Like
had
I
Everything.
was
Marlo had time to edit
hold
the
on,
video.
hold on. Let me go to Jonathan.
really.
Go ahead, Jonathan.
I want to say that I do believe that the kiss happened. The fact
Yeah.
that Latoya never came out and denied it, she never came out of her mouth and said it did not happen, tells me that it happened. She didn't confirm it or deny it, but the fact that she didn't deny it is telling me that it actually did happen. Latoya didn't say whether it happened or not. And that tells me that it probably did happen. And as far as Marlo is concerned, I love the fact that Marlo came in there. She was like, "What's this? What's this going on?" And then Drew started talking and Marlo went right out. Like I love that because Marlo knows that Drew was with the BS, that Drew was lying. And I don't get like Candy said, maybe she's lying because, she's married, but that would be the only reason why I would think that she would lie at this moment. But I think it happened for sure.
Let me tell y'all, I think it did happen as well. And I
Mm,
think that first, okay, some people may say, yeah, it didn't happen, but I think it happened. I think that Drew is trying to cover it. Um, but then when you look at, because Latoya, I don't know too much about her character either. She did say somewhere on this scene that, that's when her and Drew were in a bad place when she was on the reunion, and that's why she was like, yeah, I kissed her. So she was like saying that she said that out of a lie, basically. But because of the way Drew was fighting this, like Light of the Leo said, the way she's fighting this has me to think something happened. Now I want you guys to think and help me with this. The scene that they keep showing with the visual of the reflection on the window. I could
Hmm.
not really tell exactly what it was, but every time they brought it up, they were mentioning Drew's name. And
That
then
part is
mm.
that part in the video. That wasn't the part where they were saying her and Drew kissed.
no,
That
it
was the
wasn't. It had to do with Bolo.
Right. So I think she kissed Drew. I
Mhm.
think some other stuff went on and she don't want that part of it to get out. So she's denying all of it. What she would have been better saying is, I don't remember, instead of saying no, it didn't happen. And that may have
Right.
eased it over a little bit because you're not saying no, you're not saying yes, you're just saying I don't remember. But for you to blatantly say it did not happen, for you to blatantly say Candy is lying, and then gonna try to make up this story like, oh, she's trying to produce you to get ready for an upcoming movie. Like, girl, first of all, this ain't even Candy movie. It's Todd. She's just an executive producer, and they didn't start casting that until this year. That happened 2 years ago.
Mm, 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 mm,
The
mm,
math ain't
mm.
I feel I
mathing.
feel I feel as though in this moment, Candy is Drew's Achilles heel. And if Candy had nothing to do with this, it would be more believable. We would be more prone to believe Drew. But because Candy said that it happened, it is gospel truth that it happened.
And
Yeah,
also, Candy
something
does
going
not drink nor do drugs. So, because I was
Right.
thinking, like, oh, they
on.
were
Like,
having fun, so she could have been drinking. It's like, no, Candy
she was
don't
And
in
then
her
drink or
right
do
mind.
drugs. She's always in her right mind at all times, which makes a good load of sense. And Latoya, you're right. She could have Drew could have easily said, "I was drunk. I could have. I might have. I don't know. It's possible, but I was inebriated. It may have not happened." But it is what it is.
Yeah,
If she could have just brushed that off like that and just kept it there
right,
instead of create stories on top of that and try to
right. It
make us
wouldn't have blown up.
believe that somebody that we have
and then
never
talking with
seen
Ralph in the
be
closet.
yeah, if she didn't try to push us to make it seem as if somebody that we know to be rather truthful and doesn't really talk about things unless she know for sure is lying, like I don't know, she just went with the wrong one. Now if Kenya was saying that, then we would have been like, eh.
Right,
And
right,
then, and then it also was a conversation that happened off camera. So why would Candy need to lie or produce a scene that
Off camera.
conversation happened off camera? They
right,
didn't even know that Marlo was filming them.
Yes, Latoya, that's
right.
right.
So it's
Well,
like Drew. Do you think Drew is keeping this lie going to have her storyline?
no,
That might be it. That could
I
be
think
it.
also part of it was she did not want to get in trouble with Ralph.
That's it.
I think that's
But
really
but
Agreed.
Raph looked back at the episode just like we did. So I mean, the proof is in the pudding.
no, but I don't think they ever showed it on there. I think this was like after the
They didn't
cameras.
show it, but they talked about it and stuff. They
Yeah,
talked about it in the
but they talked about it.
confessional
But
and all
if
of that
Drew,
stuff.
yeah, but if Drew can tell us no, it didn't happen, you don't think she can tell Ralph no, it didn't happen?
Heck
Of course,
no.
you told Ralph it didn't
Of
happen.
course she
I
told
mean,
Ralph,
yeah, she told him, but he didn't believe it. Like, come on.
but
Because
she
he
told
said
him in the closet
when all of the
specifically.
guys when all the guys did the speak on it together, it was Ralph, Rossi, and Todd.
Mhm.
And he said that Drew said it didn't happen. Da, 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 da. He said, I guess I'll find out when I go back and watch the episode what really happened. So even though she told him that, and he goes back and watch the episode, Ray Charles can see that something happened.
Well, let me tell y'all, I don't know, but when she was talking to Ralph in the closet with the assistant and the people, and they going through her closet. Now we see who her stylist is, and he need to be fired.
In the
But
closet, they were talking in the closet. Isn't it ironic? They were in the closet.
yes, they were, and
Wow.
she still stop, bro, and she still was denying that it happened. She was still denying that it happened.
Keep
So
trying to stay in the closet, girl. Come out the closet and be free. It is okay. It's
or
2023,
maybe
girl. You
we,
kissed the girl and you liked it, and tell your mama, hey, my times have changed. Like just 2023. I know you're a
Uh-oh.
pastor,
the mama,
but
the pastor. You
Uh-oh.
guys, one thing I want to say also as we bring this to a close. Did y'all notice how much Candy was promoting her products in this episode?
As she
Did y'all pick
should.
Well,
that up?
that's what she's
she
here to
promotes
do,
all her
and I don't blame her.
products.
All
Her
of
and
them. Let me
Ace,
tell you.
her and Ace has that KFC commercial together, which is so cute.
She promoted the movie that's coming out with Todd. She promoted Bedroom Candy. She promoted the peach thing that she was doing. She promoted that she goes live on Amazon. She promoted her restaurant by her and Cynthia being
Blaze. Mm-hmm.
Blaze Restaurant. She promoted everything. I sat there and my business mind was so in focus. I was like, you go, Candy. You going to get them all in one
Do
episode.
that.
You do it,
And you know
girl.
what the great
You
thing
going to
about
show them
the
how to
great
get
thing
that
about
money.
that is the great thing about that to me is we hadn't heard about Bedroom Candy all season long. And
Right.
I think the reason why is because she knew that this event was coming up and she knew that she would have an entire episode dedicated to Bedroom Candy. I love her business
It's
mind. It is
smart.
so great because
Yes.
she could really try to hit us over the head with her promotions. Like she
But
could really
she
do a bad
doesn't.
job at this. but whoever she has on her team guiding her is perfection because
Don
she's doing
Juan.
it the right way.
Is that Don Juan? And I also want to make
Yeah.
sure I say her event was very smart as well. She
Very
had
much
all
so.
of those cute areas to take pictures that
Yes.
is basically promoting bedroom candy. So everybody will be on their social media showing that I was
That's
at
it.
this event. Not
That's
only
it.
was I at this event for bedroom candy, but she was filming Real Housewives of Atlanta. So
Come
I
on
really got
now.
to make sure I show that I was here. You know what I'm
Woo.
saying?
Right.
Like, that
She
is a whole
did
nother
that. Let me tell you,
level.
and she's on there with the product. She's showing you the peach product, showing the people how it worked, telling the people how it worked. That is genius
And then she
Regina,
has a
Mhm.
peach. The point that
business.
it's a
I love
peach.
it. That is the peach
Right.
on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She said, "I'm gonna bring out the right product for the
Okay.
right
Honey.
show." I
Regina,
She better make that
love
money.
it. Yes.
Okay.
Regina, stay in that business mind that you in right now. Stay in that. And while you're in that, can you tell me any of the other housewives that has promoted anything they have going on? I
That's
wait.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No.
They need to listen and watch how she moves. And if it's Don Juan that's doing it, then kudos to
He's
Don Juan
doing that. He's doing
because
it very
Right.
well.
he got
I,
all of that out there on
We
one
didn't get
episode,
I
not one.
will.
y'all.
We didn't get not one commercial of She by Sheree.
Oh, oh,
No. I will say though, Candace from Potomac, she has been promoting her music career quite a bit. And I like the way that she's been promoting that on Potomac. I will say that.
oh. Okay. I love it. Well, this has been a great, great episode again. We're gonna come up and find out. I don't know if we ever gonna find out the real factual truth of who kissed who or what is going on, but let's see what's happening. I don't know what Andy has spewing in the pots, but you guys, he seems to be bringing all the OGs back except for one. We have yet to
Yeah.
see Miss Nene Leaks.
But the door
And
has
we
been
You know it ain't
closed.
happening.
Miss
It
You
Nene
know
ain't.
that
we
Leaks.
ain't never gonna happen
Never.
ever again.
The door
because
has
you
been
can't
Never.
closed.
you can't tell me when she said on Carlos' show that Bethany called her and she went tell her what Bethany said, and then all of a sudden this new legal letter come out. Girl.
Do y'all think that Andy is doing this to really push this in Nene's face? I'm gonna have all the OGs on except you.
Why not?
Nene said, "Keep my name out of your mouth." Andy said, "I will do so." There you go. That's as simple. It's as simple as that, Regina.
Cut
It
and
is
dry.
simple as that.
I will keep my name out your mouth, and I will keep your car out my garage, and
Okay.
keep
And
the
keep your
clothes out
face
my
off of
house.
my cameras. Okay.
Okay.
Mm,
And keep my John Hancock off of your checks.
Okay.
Come on now.
mm,
You never bite the hand that feeds you. Never.
Okay.
right. And
Never.
even though we know Andy Shady and he do some, off the brand stuff, at the end of the day, he's one of the top head honchos in the business.
And
If
And
he
that's
tell
until
people, if he tell people not to work with you, girl.
no,
go ahead, Lane.
until you
It's
can
over.
build your own somewhere else,
Don't
that's when you feel free and funky to
Mhm.
be able to do whatever you want to do. Because you know where
Big
that
deal.
Right.
lawsuit went, nowhere. And what made you think that a lawsuit was smart?
Ooh,
Yes, you felt the way that you felt, and you have every right to feel that way. But let's get all our monies first and then do that on the back end. We can't be, you had to build
Right.
more.
Yeah.
You
She
got to be
wasn't
smart about these
smart.
things.
She
here's
wasn't
my thing.
smart.
I want people to realize this now. Never think that you're bigger than the boss.
Right.
Because when you start thinking you bigger than the boss,
It's a problem.
those reality checks are coming real quick. Reality check, not Trump check or
Come
whatever
Okay.
Trump
on.
checks that Nene said she was getting that she ain't getting no more. Reality checks will come in place. So, I think, yeah, she may have got a little lawsuit, she may have got a little money, but let me tell you, when you have repeat money coming, that stuff that's way different than that one lump sum. That one lump sum can be gone just like that. Why
That's
y'all
true.
Right.
think
Exactly.
it's like, okay, when y'all filming and I'm gonna be over here and I'm gonna be over there. Cynthia, play it right, Cynthia. You got on camera, play it right. And not only
Continue to
did you
play
get
it
on
right.
camera, she also told Candy, listen, if Drew ain't ready for that role, call your girl. She
Okay,
Mm.
told
open the
Okay. I'm
door.
trying. I'm trying to get
Cause,
up here.
cause
Okay.
Cynthia,
And do
Cynthia
you?
is all over the Lifetime. Cynthia is all over the Lifetime.
Oh,
Yes.
and when Cynthia said, "Are there goodie bags? Will there be goodie bags at the ready, honey? Okay, because I need the free stuff."
Mm.
The free stuff that vibrates. Let
Okay.
me
Okay.
tell you.
Yes,
Yes.
please. Because it
And
wouldn't
then,
Yes.
be
She
her
needs a
first care
sample.
package.
and then I like how Candy also promoted Cynthia's brand.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it.
Her
Listen,
bag she had, yeah.
yes, she did. Yes, she did. They listen. Promote, promote, promote. Candy is doing it right, y'all. Business. I
Yes.
don't know what I found out what Sanya was doing as far as like she got her product into a store that was really good and so forth, and she was at the Derby and so forth. Okay, yeah, that was one time or so forth. She's doing that. I don't know what Marlo is really doing. We know the
No,
fashion.
Sanya got money. Sanya got Nike deals and all
Yeah.
of these sponsorship. Like Sanya got money
Thing
now.
is good. She be
But
all
here's
right.
the thing,
Yes, she's
we
good.
don't know about them. This is what I'm saying. We need to know about this stuff. And that's what I think these reality shows should really be more about. And I'm telling y'all, any of these other housewives or people that are on these reality shows, y'all need to watch this one episode that just aired on Real Housewives of Atlanta. This latest episode. Candy is going to show you how to promote 5, 6 business ventures in one
All
hour
in
show.
one episode.
In one
Yes.
episode. And
While
she
Sonya
did
trying to let go of her sister.
y'all
Okay.
part. And she's about to have another baby. And she about
That storyline is so dry.
And then gonna say, I think I can try to get better. I don't know. What?
come on now, reality with Christian Marie worldwide. Worldwide,
Worldwide.
worldwide, worldwide.
Right. With Marco with her Marlo with her local self.
Oh my goodness,
Okay.
you guys. Well, this has been great. I'm gonna ask Jonathan to give us our closing thoughts on this as we log out tonight. Light of the Leo, are you going live tonight?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Tonight we're going to be talking
Oh, I
about
didn't
being
answer her
battle
question off
ready.
quick.
Huh? Huh?
No, I answered when Regina asked you. I said, "Of course," like before you even answered. I was like, "Oh, listen to me talking for Jennifer all loud and whatnot."
You can't help it. You let me. But yeah, we're going live tonight and we're going to be talking about being battle ready.
Ooh, being what now?
Battle ready.
Battle ready. Being battle ready. Y'all
Are
go
you
into the
talking
light
are
of
you
the Leo.
talking spiritually, figuratively,
You got to go to her
physically?
channel to find out. You got to go to her channel to find out. Don't give it
Oh,
away.
oh,
Like, don't give it away.
oh,
Like,
I'll
don't.
be there. See, so I'm always there. I'm always there in the comments.
Yes, you
Always.
are.
Absolutely.
But here's how we gonna get them all over there. Y'all go to Light of the Leo to find out which battle she talking about. Y'all go over there.
Right.
Find out which
It, it,
Absolutely.
battle she talking about.
is the battle is the battle of us versus the Montgomery, Alabama.
You know, I saw that. I saw that.
Okay,
Oh
child.
my, that's a whole nother
When I
show.
tell you the Negroes came together.
Oh,
Okay,
and
the
I
Negroes
was
came
so
from
proud.
across the
You
river.
know, right? Like I don't condone violence. I don't like violence. I don't like seeing people get hurt. But if there was a time where it would be a
Mm,
moment to be proud of our young brothers,
okay.
would be at the
Okay.
Montgomery, Alabama,
Okay. Did you
especially
see that?
our,
Did you see that man? Did you see that man in the water swimming over to
He
the
was
fire
on
to
his
that
get
was
himself?
that was Leroy Baby Phelps Jackson.
he's on
Breaking
16 years
Okay.
stereotypes.
he's 16 years old and he saw his coworker on that was his coworker, the guy with the white
Yes.
shirt. He saw him getting attacked and he
Mm,
jumped in that water to save his coworker. I
Breaking
But we
saw
can't
that.
right.
but
stereotypes.
we
We
can't
do
swim
swim.
though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We
Okay.
Yes.
swim, and we knuck if you buck. And we always stay
Okay.
ready, but we ain't got to get ready.
But y'all, did y'all look at the hat when he threw the hat up? It was like, okay, it's on now. And anybody that want to join me, come join me.
Okay. He threw that thing like
Listen,
It
yes.
I
was
saw
when he
that.
threw
I
the
don't
hat
condone.
up, he tagged everybody in. He tagged
Hold up.
everybody in. He threw the hat up.
I do not condone violence on my channel. Y'all know I
No,
do
we
not
did not.
condone violence.
None of
I
No, we
that.
also do not condone beating up people more than one on one. I don't condone fighting more than one on one. They physically attacked this one guy. I don't condone it, but I did get some giggles when the guy threw the hat up because all I saw was the bat signal. It's the bat signal. We know
Okay.
the bat signal, and he threw that hat up, and he was
Okay.
like, "Oh,
Hooty hoo. Okay.
yeah."
that was, woo, there you go.
He was like, I don't care about this job no more. It's on. I don't care. Here, you're gonna have this job.
Okay.
But you know what? I was glad that
Man,
they came together
I
and
was
fought
so
with it.
proud. Woo.
I was
Did you see our sisters out there? Don't forget about us. We was out there too.
Yes, they were. They were. And we need to really start trying to help, each other. And they weren't there to try and cause a whole, ruckus that they did. They just really wanted them
Mm-mm.
to not be able to think that they could beat up on a black man, one person, and get away with it. And I'm
Hmm.
glad that,
Right.
the people came together and fought for each other and not fighting
Right.
each other. Come on now.
Exactly.
That's what
Did
we're
you see
supposed to
the
be doing. We
video?
are supposed to be fighting for each other, not fighting each other.
Amen.
And I love that part. And that's really the whole big view of what I got from that whole thing. We are finally learning to fight for each other and not fight each other. I love that.
One of the men
Right.
in the that had on the blue shirts that came to help fight. He was one of the guys that got arrested, and you can hear him saying, "I did this for Emmett Till. I did this for Emmett Till." Man,
Wow.
My
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. But that was a whole different viewpoint. Now, I'm glad that I saw the people in handcuffs that I saw in handcuffs. I was so happy about that. I
Mm-hmm.
was so
yeah,
happy. But
yeah,
you guys, it's a lot. But now we have to pray that there's no retaliations that try to take place in
Right.
smaller
Yeah.
sectors because of stuff like this. And that's why we have to
Right.
be real careful about how loud we cheer, because
hmm,
Right.
other people can hear and they would try and take it out on others that were never on the pier, not even in the same state. These
That's
smaller
true.
hmm,
things that we don't see. So we still have to be very careful about how we cheer and how loud we cheer and what we're cheering. I'm really am going to say for me with that part, I was glad to see us defending each other. That
yes,
part I
Right.
love. Did I like the
yes,
fight that took place? No, I don't. But I'm very
No.
happy to see that this time it wasn't us starting it, it was us defending each other. And I like that. And
Okay. And
prayerfully,
it was us
others.
finishing it. Okay.
Oh, child, go ahead and do your closing thoughts, Jonathan.
I have to
Absolutely.
see y'all.
I
I
feel.
have to see y'all the video where
Thoughts.
somebody had every time somebody hit somebody, they made the Mario coin noise.
Stop,
I gotta
stop, stop. We gotta
sorry.
go. We gotta go. We gotta go. Jonathan, closing thoughts so we can get over the light of the Leo.
I believe I said this last week, and I'll have to say it again. The truth will set you free. If you don't want to look dumb being on camera on national TV in front of millions, keep your truth.
Absolutely. Keep your truth. I love it. I love it. Listen, you guys, this has been real great. Thank y'all so very much for being here. Remember, Light of the Leo comes on tonight at 9 p.m. Run on over there to her channel. Check her out. Thank you,
Join me.
Latoya. Thank you, Dustin. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, Light, for being here. Appreciate y'all so very much. Aaron has put the link to Light of the Leo in the comment section there. Y'all go on over and check her out. I love it. Thank y'all for being here. We're getting ready to get out, but we'll be back next week with some more reality chat right here on the Juice Radio and Talk Show. On the count of three, guys, we're out. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.
Do you enjoy smooth jazz saxophone? T.D. McCullum has 2 singles available with more to come. The first is an original song called Groove With Me, featuring the classic sounds of Washington, D.C. go-go and his smooth jazz saxophone. The second is called Drunk on Love, a smooth jazz saxophone cover of Rihanna's Drunk on Love from her 2011 Talk That Talk album. Both are available on all major streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, YouTube Music, and more. Add them to your favorite library and playlist today. And follow Tyrone on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Mr. T.D. McCullum for your music and bookings. JoJo Speaks is a YouTube channel that goes live every Thursday at 9:30 p.m. with hot topics and social commentary. Come join the Light of the Leo, Mr. T.D. McCullum, and our good friend Mike, Mr. Real 121, for fun and JoJo's unique spin on today's top stories. Go to YouTube, subscribe, like, share, and comment. If you are struggling to figure out who you are and where you're heading, but need a little light to bring you back on track, subscribe to The Light of the Leo for some healing and real conversation. Here is where you will find encouragement and the reminder that you are not alone. Continue your journey to freely be yourself at all times with The Light of the Leo. She goes live Mondays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with her co-host, accountability partner, and little bro, JoJo Speaks. Join Faithful Warrior Ministries for our family and friends Saturday morning prayer. Every Saturday morning at 10-ish a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have a great time catching up, sharing testimonies, and having transparent, real conversations about life. We encourage each other and show how we can fit God into each equation of our lives. Enjoy a devotional reading and family prayer. You have a prayer family with Faithful Warrior Ministries. Subscribe on YouTube at Faithful Warrior Ministries, and on Facebook, like us at Faithful Warrior Men. That's M-I-N as in Ministries. Join Pastor Lorenzo Evans and Living in Grace Ministries. The messages are not social media driven. They teach what's true and not what's popular. Living in Grace Ministries goes live every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube to Living in Grace Ministries and click on the notification bell. Pastor Lorenzo also has It Takes a Village podcast on the first and third Saturday of each month, pushing to bring back the village concept. We are more powerful when we are united. Together we stand, and division is not an option. A heartfelt thank you to all of our subscribers who joined us for this video. If you have not already subscribed, go to our YouTube channel, The Juice Radio and Talk Show. Subscribe and click on the notification bell to be alerted whenever we go live. Join our private Juice community. Go to www.thejuicecommunity.com and sign up for free. Follow us on our podcast channel, The Juice Radio and Talk Show Podcast, streaming on all podcast platforms. A great big thank you to our podcast production company, Rhoa Podcast Productions. They can help you create your own podcast also. Contact them today at houseofnoye.com. Thank you to our sponsor, Custom Apparel Shop. Have them complete your embroidery work and silk screening needs. Do you need a logo created for your fashion apparel or company? Contact Israel Mason today. That is 786-657-7501. Thank you to our main sponsor, Truth and Triumph Ministries. Truth and Triumph Ministries, a ministry that cares about telling people the truth so they can triumph in life. Thank you, Truth and Triumph Ministries, for all you do.